Let's get good. This is Endless Space 2 Awakening, and we are playing as the Fireborn Guardians of the Galaxy, the Unfallen. Although lately we've been destroying more than we've been guarding, we do have control of two now, or almost two, of the wonders that end the game. We're getting ready to build our third. We cannot build it right now, not because we don't have the resources, but because you cannot have two of them in construction at the same time. So unfortunately, what that does mean is that we're going to have to wait a moment to be able to do that. However, the upside to this is that we get to spend that moment destroying the UC, who has decided they don't want to be in our alliance anymore, and has an obliterator, which is a huge threat to us. So let's go ahead and take care of our notifications for this turn real quick, and then we'll jump back into going after the Umbral Choir here. We will absolutely go for ascetic sustenance here. That's just fine. We're gonna go ahead and lift that. Sorry guys, I woke up super early today because I had to take my fiance in for her clinicals, so I'm a little tonguey. That's okay. I've had coffee. I might be a little wired. We'll see. Nope, not influence. Food, please. Food is better right now. Food is great right now. Give me all the food. Sisters of Mercy Pop, Unfallen Pop, Tickenin, and Nakalim. Perfect. Here we go. We've got some Lumeris levels to put down. Yeah. Dust and influence. I can live with that. Trade value is also pretty good. I think we'll go Dust and Influence here, because the trade value here is only on Senate, and I'm not sure if this is actually a Senate leader, and the extra 10% influence isn't going to make much difference, since we're already massively surplus on influence. We should probably take a look at where we're at with the Academy right here, though. So the Vaulters are in it to win it, but I guarantee we can probably outdo them on influence. And the Spear of Isyander would give us another fleet to ram down the UC's throat, so let's do this. Let's go shift-click. Bam. There you go. Have 8K. Have 8K. Let's see if anybody else can keep up with that much influence. Libra is done building all of its production things except for these two, but these two also cost resources we're not willing to expend at the moment, so that's fine. We're not going to really worry about that. The Muxbo we're not going to worry about because it does cost resources that we don't want to expend. Yeah. We can't use any Orichalcix. We can use Quadranix, but we can't use Orichalcix. Is there anything here that would benefit greatly from... Actually, let me check something. We need 120 of the Adamantian. I believe that's Adamantian. Did I call it right for once? I did. So we can build Adamantian improvements like Fabrication License here and be okay. Are there any others of that particular type of improvement we want? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're basically going to get Fabrication License, and that's fine. Yeah. That'll be good. We'll do that here so that we get a little bit more production from Libra 3. Let's go see what everybody else is doing. Everyone else has got things in queue already, so they're set. New asteroid field is owned. New neutron star is owned. Those are the two special nodes that we entangled on our last turn. They should be right up over here. There they are. So there is one more special node up here that we would like to entwine. I like how we just went around Mira. We're just like, Mira's not that important. Let's move all of our fleets here, and then we'll zoom around and see what our fleets are doing. If I'm not mistaken, we're kind of moving all of our fleets around to begin combating the UC. I believe we're on good terms with the Academy now, so we shouldn't have to worry about them too much. But there is an Umbral Choir fleet in Leo, so we do want to deal with them. We do have some Great Clubs here ready to go. Now the problem here was we did lose considerable Great Clubs, and I want to figure out why. I want to go in and take a look at potentially upgrading some of our fleets. Let's see. Basic Fighter Squadron versus... No, we still just have basic fighters. We do have advanced laser fighters, so that is an option here. Let me take a look at where we're at on the military tree. I believe we're digging into Juggernaut blueprints at the moment. Could we get better fighter bombers, though? That's actually a more interesting question. We could pick up advanced plasma bombers here, which would be very nice, so I think we'll put that in queue. We'll also get more fighter, or better fighters right there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe a little extra CP here? Sure. Let's do a little extra CP there as well. And then in this particular combat, I can't remember what really cost us in this one last time. I think it was the lanes that we put stuff in, because we ended up not being able to fire from the bottom lane very well, so we're probably going to end up putting stuff in the top this time. Although it did also occur to me that these are UC ships, so we can actually hit them with our pirate fleet and take some of them home with us. That is the plan right here. We're not hitting the Academy. We're good with the Academy right now. But the UC is about to lose some ships, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it, guys. They don't know that all these ships belong to us, but they're about to. They're about to know it. Let's go. I like how it says we're pretty even here. We're not even here. I guarantee that we're not even here. I can almost guarantee we're going to leave with all of their ships. Come on. I like how that went from I can guarantee to I can almost guarantee, but you guys didn't catch that, right? Okay, I am going to use the space overlay for this. I do want to see how their fleets kind of tick down on manpower. Oh, look at those little turrets pop out. Nifty little turrets. So all we gotta do is sink down that manpower and we can cap the UC ships. This shouldn't be too hard, to be honest. Look at that, 6 manpower right there. That's just our lasers doing that. That's not even our actual boarding pods. Once we start launching boarding pods, we should start seeing that manpower just tick down super fast. Come on, guys, boarding pods out, let's go. Boarding pods away. Come on, fire the boarding pods. Not the lasers, the boarding pods, come on. We're not seeing any boarding pods. They are doing crew damage to us as well, though, so kudos to them for that. Why are we not firing boarding pods? Come on, guys. Boarding pods out. Why do I not see boarding pods in the air right now? As far as I know, boarding pods should be available at every range. Although, oh, there they go. There's some. Boarding pods are out. Let's go. Where are they landing? Why is it focusing on, like, okay, here we go. There's boarding pods in that ship. I just want to watch that ship then. Can we just watch that ship? I guess not. Oh, there's a ship with no manpower. So we did drain one of them. All the manpower is gone from one of their ships already. Let's look at this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's a problem. I guess I probably shouldn't have refocused the camera here. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the game audio again for a second, folks. I gotta remember to unmute it after the combat. This is a very enjoyable little situation. Oh, but you can see that we did get that ship right there. And there are boarding pods going out, it looks like, on this ship. Okay, it seems like everything's okay now. Like, it just kind of killed a bunch of the audio, but it does seem like things are okay now. Can we zoom in on that? I don't know if I should even try to zoom in on that guy, lest I get us into that weird slowdown again. Either way, though, we're about to recover that ship as well, I suspect. It's the only one left. We do see boarding pods going out. Where they're going out to, I can't tell you. They just kind of flew off into the middle of nowhere there. Not sure what that's all about. Major victory, so we didn't... There's a siren in the background as well. Lovely. Anyways, we did manage to capture 2 ships. Just gonna wait for this siren to pass. Okay, so it just like stopped right outside my house. So if somebody busts down my door in a minute, you guys know what's up. So we lost a pirate assault there. Do we not have many boarding pods? Are the boarding pods primarily on the pirate supports? Just goes to show how long it's been since I've actually looked at the builds for these. We did capture 2 things, though. I'm actually going to take a look at those ships and try to figure out what that was all about. Because I feel like we should have had more boarding pods going out, and we just didn't. So the pirate assault has 2 boarding pods. And we have a good number of assaults here. So I'm not sure what that's all about. The support has 0 boarding pods, but that's never been an issue in the past. So I wonder if we just, didn't get as lucky with the boarding pods as we have in past. I don't know. Oh, and there's a pirate fleet incoming, the last pirate fleet, with their hero ship. It's actually coming to our system here for some reason. All right, so that being said, we're definitely going to clean these guys up with our Great Club fleet because we can. There's no reason not to. It's going to burn an AP, but we don't really care. I don't even think we need to watch this one, though. We're just going to let this happen. This should be over relatively quickly. Okay. They retreated. So it was over relatively quickly. Sea Salt Cliff is on this Great Club fleet, which means that we can send it straight on down to the real destination, which is right here at RFGC. So we're going to fly him straight down there in one turn, no less. Say hello to my little friend. Only it's not little, it's big. What fleets reside here? Ooh, that's problematic. They do have an Obliterator fleet here. This is a very, very strong fleet, 20k. However, we have 107k, so we're still a little bit stronger, just a little bit there. So we'll hang that fleet out right there just to be like, what's up, guys? How you doing? How goes it at UC Capital Land? We're probably going to decimate them very, very soon, just based on that alone. We do have 2 new Sharps here. We're going to go ahead and pull them in with our Great Clubs so that we do have another fleet just hanging out here. Seems good? Seems good. Terraforming Behemoth, are you doing anything right now? It does not look like it. Oh, that's right. We want to recover that planet. Let's send it down to Arcturus to recover that planet. It will take it 2 turns to reach there. Speaking of taking turns, this is ours, right? Yeah, that is ours. Okay, so we have another fleet that we can kind of send around that we didn't even realize we had. Let's send that up here as a reinforcement, although we could have left it at Arcturus, I suppose. It's really not necessary. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine where it's at. Okay, so we've got a quick scan out here in the middle of nowhere doing basically nothing. We're kind of waiting for that node to be revealed, and then we'll send that quick scanner over there. We have a resource finder over here on Cygnus that's not really doing anything either. And that's primarily because their goal was to scan down anomalies we hadn't scanned down yet, and guess what? There's none left. We do have vine ships out here. They're not really doing anything because we can't entwine anything in this area. And we're kind of past the point where we can entwine stuff anyway. That's not just like loose special nodes. Loose special nodes are really all we have left. I guess we could send them to Yabella, actually. Here, come on over here to Yabella and entwine that. Perfect. Okay, so Pirate Assault is just hanging out here. We can upgrade it, but there's really no need to. We've got another pirate fleet just hanging out here on Pardalis. We should probably send them down here to deal with this. Yeah, that's fine. We'll send them down there to deal with that. I'm not sure how we deal with these sanctuaries now. I think we can direct hack them, but I'm not 100% sure. So I guess we'll find out in a moment. Getting rid of those has been an absolute pain at this point. However, the good news is if we do manage to capture the UC capital, won't that be fun? Let's go ahead and guard there. I believe our siege ships are on their way to the destination, which is the UC capital. We do have a couple of battleships and things here that we're using to help clear the pirates off of the Hisho system here. We don't need to watch this one. This should just be kind of a slaughter. Pay us. Done. Yes. Okay, that was nice and easy. They're gone now. There are a few more pirate fleets here that we can help them clear out. That's fine. We're kind of just building rep with our allies, the Hisho, by doing that. Now, the real question here is what other alliances can we potentially form now that the UC has decided they don't want to be our friends? They're way, way over here, and I feel like we just out and out declare war on them here in a moment, but for right now, I think it could be good for us to, well, we gotta wait till the truce falls off, but it could be good for us to work with that other alliance a little bit. I mean, honestly, once we get our third wonder, we're just going to leave our alliance anyway. The main thing we need to do is we need to destroy this so we get rid of their wonders. Although, honestly, I don't think the UC, can they even win with the Obelisk of Space-Time? Because they can only build one, right? Like, how does that work? I wonder if they can actually win with that or not. I bet you they can't. I bet you that is not, although Wonder Victory is one of the ones that, like, it talks about them being good at. So I don't know, maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm going to go in here because we do have a bunch of systems that are done producing anything at all. We'll go ahead and do this mainly because we only need to make sure we have 120, I believe it is, to be able to finish the Obelisk of All Space-Time, and we are pulling in 30 of those per turn. So we can spend a little bit of them building these fabrication things, and it's all good. I forgot to turn the music back on, but it's back on now. Apologies for that, folks. That is just the wonderful side effect of that weird combat bug. Okay. Let's go ahead and we do another fabrication thing here. It's going to cost us 25. We're going to sink below, but we have 5 turns to make it up, so it's really not that big of a deal. I guess we'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. Then we come over here. We could do this again, but it seems like maybe piling on to the point of being risky. So instead I'm going to do emergency labor protocol, and we're going to go to the market with our 30k and see if we can find another hero that we can use as a governor of some sort, because that is actually a good thing to do right now. Oh, hello there. You look like a lot of fun. You're a Riftborn hero who gives us happiness, not resources, so we're not super sold, but you are still good. How about somebody that gives us resources? There are no overseers left, sadly. There are only counselors left, which isn't terrible, it's just not amazing either. The good news is that many of these counselors are very production focused. Between these two counselors, we can get a lot of extra production. The problem is we cannot afford them as it is right now, which is fine, because we can just sell a bunch of this. Like, how much are we pulling in of this a turn? 26. Okay, we'll just sell 26. That's actually not enough to get us a hero, but that's fine. We don't need to spend our dust every turn, I just like to. Okay, so seems good. Everybody's got a thing to make? No, they don't. Nair is in need of things to make, so Nair, you can go ahead and make us some more dust. Same with you guys. Everybody make the dust. Everybody make the dust. Dust is awesome. We could just use lots and lots more of it. There we go. Quite a nice amount of dust. I'm curious how much our dust is going to go up. We're at 33k, and it says we're making 4.1k, but I guarantee we go up more than that. Watch. Let's find out. Oh no, we actually went up a little bit less than that. Crazy. Normally this seems to jump, like, absurdly. Oh, it's jumping because of combat. It's jumping because of combat, that's why. Okay, so Juggernaut specialization is done. We also have Elder Bark Armor, which is a Unfallen unique module, which gives health, projectile defense, and HP restored per second. Wow, that's really strong. Unfortunately, it is only on Juggernauts, or not Juggernauts, but Behemoths, and also on Juggernauts. Yeah, that's what those symbols are. So, okay. It's a self-healing module for our Behemoths and Juggernauts, which isn't bad, but we don't really have any military Behemoths right now, so it's not great. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Okay, we're gonna boost all of these pops that are not at their, you know, benchmarks for potentially reaching laws and stuff. We do actually have an Umbral Choir population now, somehow. Not sure how that works. Perhaps by converting back a sleeper we get that? I don't know. Vaulters insist that you remove your fleets. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. We don't need a war on two sides. We really don't. Yeah, we know. Population boosts are ending for a lot of people. We get it. We get it. Oh my. Diplomatic relation changed with Chorus of Alliance Sentience. We are now at Cold War with them. We would actually like to not be at Cold War with them. We'd like to also not be at war with them. She would prefer to see them at greater distance. That's fine. That's fine.
I trust you no more than I would trust a clan merchant.
Okay.
Selling Kasai.
That's fine. That's totally fine. And we have a battle at Cygnus with the Nakalim. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Retreat. We don't want to fight. You're good. In fact, what we should move to do is get peace with this alliance. That would be really, really good here.
Let us see if we can trust your
What can we do for peace here? Can we give you something? Would you take a thing? How about this? I know what you'd like. How about 100 quadronics? We're done. Cool. Welcome to peace. Okay, so that should actually give us peace with the entire alliance, because if we get it with one, we get it with all. Let's go for production here. E has a level up as well. We're gonna go with more production, of course, because production is amazing.
We could come to an agreement.
I will not be the one to refuse this offer. Of course you won't. We just gave you a bunch of resources. You love it, don't you? You love it. Okay, so we have peace now with the largest alliance in the game, which is great because it means we can just focus in on the Umbral Choir. There's not a whole lot to take here. I guess we take the second level of that to increase the food and production output of our populations. Okay, Sylphie has an empty queue right now. What can you do for us, Sylphie? You can make us dust. I mean, making dust isn't a problem here. Autonomous administration is something we can do, but we're already at devoted and pretty much ecstatic. There's a couple of places that aren't ecstatic, which it might benefit for us to build autonomous here, but at the same time, it's not really necessary. So I think I'll just go emergency labor protocols so that we can boost our dust output even more. Let's go with the same thing here. We're probably just going to do this pretty much everywhere unless we decide to build some more combat ships, which really at this point we shouldn't be building combat ships unless we absolutely need to, because We already have quite a few of them, and the upkeep itself is rather expensive. Oh wow, this place is missing some very basic improvements, though. Do we have luxuries here? We do. Okay, very basic improvements missing here on Menace, so we're gonna go ahead and build some of those. We'll take a honeycomb scope as well, because why not? Center of Light and Life as well, because why not? There's lots of why nots here. Yeah, we'll do one here. That's fine. That'll get done relatively quick anyway. Alright, so all of those are set. We have gained access to another special node. Market-wide price decrease. Interesting. So we could go to the market and maybe pick some fun things up. Fair trade addendum to company inception legislation. Fair trade bill has been canceled. Not sure why that is. We definitely have enough influence per turn. Yeah, let's turn that back on. Yeah, we have... Oh, it's because we didn't have enough standing influence, I bet. Okay. That's fine. That's because we bought out, like, as much as we could of the Nakalim's favor. Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. Nobody is getting that Spear of Isyander but us. Nobody but us. I gotta be honest, though, part of me thinks we'd be better off taking the librarian position here so that we could monitor what the UC is actually doing. But at this point, that doesn't seem to be necessarily what I want to do. I feel like having that fleet is still a better option here. Okay, let's just shoot some things here. Yeah, we're gonna mow this fleet down. They have, like, nothing against us here. So if we go for the fewer the prouder, if we do lose a ship, we'll just clean them out. If we go for take trophies, we get extra dust and science, which is fine. If we go for this, we get more critical, but they're in lasers. Oh yeah. Their heaviest damage ships are in lasers, and I think this affects both sides. Critical hits get a damage bonus. Use it if your ships are equipped with weapons that give a high chance of critical hits. Okay, so by doing that, what we're essentially doing is we're yielding to them some additional damage as well, because they're also using lasers, so I don't know if that's ideal. I think the fewer the prouder is actually better here. I'm gonna go into advanced as well. We've had some bad issues with putting everything in the bottom here, so I think what we'll do is we'll put everything up top instead, maybe? Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Fighter formations are going to be 70% offensive, 30% defensive. That's fine. We're definitely going to watch this one. This is going to be an interesting fight. Oh, wow. Or they're just going to run. I guess they're just going to run. Well, that wasn't fun. Gosh, you guys are really ruining this for us. You know that? You're really ruining this for us. Everybody watching at home is now disappointed. They thought we were going to see things explode there. How dare you? How dare you? We're not going to watch this. This is going to be either them retreating or us capturing the ship immediately. Either way, we're not going to watch that. Vine ship has done its thing here, so we can kind of send it wherever we want. We already have a Vine ship headed to Yabella, so there's no reason to send it there. Is there anywhere else that is sort of a special node off the grid that we could grab? Not particularly. So I think what we'll do is we'll send it over here with the intention of potentially using it to connect these two nodes once we capture this. Although that will actually connect automatically if it's close enough, so I guess that's not necessary either. It's always interesting when you see these... Oh, that's not retreating. It's actually just coming into this space. That's fine. That's fine. The UC ship was retreating. It's probably headed down here, though, so we can't really get on it. Cool. I guess we just wait. Terraforming Behemoth is on its way to its destination. And we do have another fleet here that's just like, what's up, guys? We're here. We're gonna blow you up. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. I didn't want to fight them. Nope. Retreat. Oh, that's not fun. We're gonna take exceptional damages there.
Which part of you to crush first?
No, I wasn't trying to attack you, you... Oh my god, you guys suck. The Academy sucks. The Academy sucks a lot. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, so now we've got to wait for those ships to repair because we had assumed there was Umbral Choir ships left here. Because there was, I thought, but I guess not. They're gone now. They're gone now. Cool. So we just basically wasted a bunch of dust. That was awesome. The Academy sucks. We really don't like them. Okay. Whatever. What can go wrong will go wrong, right? Murphy's Law, isn't that what that is, guys? Murphy's Law. Let's kill these pirates here. They'll make up for it. Give us the dust. Give us all the dust. Decisive victory, that didn't make up for it at all, but it was something. 320 dust there, no problem. Here we still have 3 of these econ behemoths doing their science best to get us some more resources. And we are 3 turns out on Nakos from completing this. Actually, we should do the fabrication thing here. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah, I guess we're done after that because there's not a whole lot else we could do. We could send our pirate fleet over here. The problem with that is that if we do, we're not going to capture these anyway because you can't capture behemoths. Now, what we could do as well is try to go into our fleet list and see what other loose fleets we have kind of flying around. There could still be another Great Club fleet somewhere. Like, I'm not going to say there isn't because there very much could be. These guys are on their way to Pardalis. There is not, though, it looks like. Okay, so we may want to just start producing another Great Club fleet, although we didn't do that before because it does cost strategic resources, which we're trying to conserve for our victory condition. So maybe what we do instead is we go throw together the cheapest resource-wise ships that we can make. In fact, let's go look at our Great Clubs and see what they're made from. Because they may already be as cheap as they're gonna get. Yeah, they're already kind of as cheap as they're gonna get. We're not going to be able to make these any cheaper than they already are, more than likely. Basic Aegean slugs. Yeah, we've got Heart's Hammer there. Not going to get much cheaper than Heart's Hammer. We may actually have better lasers now, though, so that's something to consider. 19 damage, 20% crit rate. Yeah. Yeah. Although it does have a really good crit rate. This, however, is 51 damage, 19% crit rate with hull penetration, but it does require us to use antimatter, which we're not going to want to do anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, there's really nothing better for us to upgrade our Great Clubs with. So the real question then comes down to how much resources does it cost to make a single Great Club? So let's look at this. So we're cutting off less than we make in a turn of each thing, I suspect. As long as we make more than like 5 each turn. And Great Clubs don't come out more than 1 per turn. They come out 2 per turn, so we're looking at about, 32 Hyperium. So this is the real cost, is the Hyperium. We only generate 30 per turn. Each Great Club eats 32 of them. So that is not cheap at all. What is that Hyperium going into? I didn't even see any, like, crazy engines or anything else on there. What is all that Hyperium from? Okay. Is it just part of the base hull? It could just be part of the base hull. I didn't think about that. Wow, that's absolutely gonzo. That is so... Oh, wait, no, it's Heart's Hammer. It's Heart's Hammer. Okay, so... we could potentially drop the Heart's Hammers and make those cheaper. I don't know if that's actually the best idea. We do like the Heart's Hammer. Let's try it. Let's make a new variant of the Great Club. We'll call it the Forest class ship. I wish we could just clone a build, you know what I mean? Like, just clone it and name it something different. Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so we put 3 ram scoops, we put a bunch of armor, we put 2 shields, a couple of fighters, 1 bomber. That was something we talked about, was doing 2 bombers instead, so let's try that. Let's go with a Forest class ship. We're gonna go for our engines first. So 1, 2, 3 engines, then some armor. Now I believe that we just got access to that new Unfallen armor. Oh wait, that's specifically for the behemoths, that's right, so we don't have that actually. So we go 1, 2, 3, energy shield, and then the rest will go bombers, fighters, go projectile fighters here, I think. And then on top of that, we will add in all of our weapons and things. So we will do Heart's Hammers on this. Actually, no, we won't. We won't. That was the whole point of this, was not to do Heart's Hammers. So if we're looking at Heart's Hammers, it is a beam weapon, so we're looking for a replacement beam. The basic anti-gluon beam has a lower crit chance, does not do crew damage, but does do much higher DPS, and does not cost us Hyperium, so that is a way better deal for us overall. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we have an additional support slot left, which I assume we used for repair bots? Or we could have also used that for another shield. Although we have another shield slot here. Yeah, I don't remember what we used that for. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know what we did. No, we can't put a fleet there. Huh. Interesting. So let's just save this for right now. We'll call this Cheap Clubs. I want to go look at the Great Club build and see what we did with that slot. So we did put a repair module in there. However, it occurs to me that with that slot on the Cheap Clubs, we could also just put another engine to make them move faster. That's actually a viable option here. We could go for even more speed. Like, at that point it's 14 movement, but you're also getting an additional 100% movement, so it's actually 28 movement on the fleet on its own. Does seem a little bit like overkill, though. Just ever so slightly. Just a slight bit of overkill there. So instead, let's look for something that is going to provide a little more utility in that slot layout. The recovery module is actually a decent one, but we don't end up taking enough damage, I feel like, for that to be warranted. So we could put more manpower in these ships so that they are able to invade better. We could also show obsolete modules and see if we actually have a laser booster. We do not. Hello. But we only need that in one, though. Like, okay, so the problem with that is we only need that on one ship in the entire fleet, so that's not a good idea. It seems like a good idea, but it's really not a good idea. I think the best thing here is probably just to go with the repairs, I suppose. It's unfortunate. I would have liked to have used this slot a little more effectively, but I don't feel like another engine really adds that much. Yeah, so that's fine. So now we have Cheap Clubs to build, and those we can pop out without burning too many resources. We can basically compensate for the resource cost of building 4 of them in a turn, roughly. So that's fine. Let's see how many more Cheap Clubs we can build in a single turn. So we get 2 per turn, which is great because it means that our resource generation will actually balance out and we can have 6 per fleet. So we're just going to put 6 of those in queue for right now. Perfect. That's great. That's ideal. We can just start sending those over here and causing more and more trouble. Those are basically just additional action points so that we can keep attacking and draining this system more quickly and then invade it when we're ready. It is weird that we don't even get an invade option. You must orbit an enemy star system. We are orbiting an enemy star. Oh. Did they move? No, they didn't move, because if they moved, they wouldn't be fleet stacking econ behemoths and stuff right here, right? Although I suppose that these could be science fit econ behemoths. Either way, we're gonna kill all of them. We're gonna kill all of them and then hope that they are still here. And if they're not, then we'll find them. Because that's really not that hard either. Yeah, okay. But unfortunately, we are out of time. We are building towards our wonder victory here, though. How many turns do we have left on this? Oy. It'll be 3 after the thing builds. Potentially less. Hopefully less. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one, though, folks. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!